Hello world, Shelly here. Happy New Year! It is time to kick off the best of 2017. What a great way to start 2018 by looking back at what was awesome in 2017 in the makeup and skincare world. And because I love skincare, and the premise of this channel has to do with the fact that it's like anti-aging and I am trying to hold on to youth as best I can, we're gonna start with skincare. So I did not have a bunch of different skincare categories in my best of 2016. So I have a lot more products this year because I'm going to break this down into a bunch of subcategories. This is going to take us 5 or 6 days to get through all of the best ofs because I'm just going to break it down a little bit more. So today we're going to talk about skincare. We're going to go through serums and peels, moisturizers, cleansers, SPFs, and masks. So that's the plan. I have a giant table of stuff. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, and you should, you just saw a sneak peek of the table of giant stuff. The stuff is not giant. The table is giant. Because there's so much stuff, let's just get into this thing. I'm going to go from 5th place up to 1st place. So from worst to best, but worst is not a thing because these are all top 5. These are all things that are daily use in my life. Like they are really the creme de la creme. Is that like French or something? I don't know what I'm talking about, but that's how we're going to do it. So let's start out with, what should we start with? I got all my notes here. Let's start with SPF because that is closest to me on the table, and then I won't knock anything else over. In 5th place in the sunscreen category, this was in favorites of one of my months last year, but because I didn't break out SPF in its own category, it didn't make my best of 2016, but I still use it religiously and absolutely love it, and it should have been in my best of 2016, so I'm going to put it in 5th place. It is the Supergoop Everyday Sunscreen. Now, this packaging is just a teeny bit different in the modern version. This has lasted me quite some time now. This is an SPF sunscreen. Mine's SPF 30, but I think the current one, let's investigate. Yeah, the current one is SPF 50, which is even better. This size pump, I think this is the key to making this the most awesome thing on the planet. It's a pump. There's enough here. This is what I use for my sunscreen for like my arms and my neck. And because it's in a pump, it's just so easy as I'm like running out the bathroom door to squish some into my hand, get it on my arms. And it just makes it a lot easier to make sure that happens every single day. And SPF 50 is awesome. Mine's only SPF 30. But I've only got about a quarter left, so I should be running out of this guy pretty soon. This giant tub is $48, which seems expensive, but I think it's 18 ounces. Yeah, it's 18 ounces of sunscreen. I just love this stuff, and the fact that it's so convenient to use will help you use it, and using it is the most important part. So that is number 5 in the SPF category. Number 4 was my favorite SPF moisturizer for a long, long time. And then a couple years ago, I did some research into ingredients and parabens and things, and I found out that this one had parabens in it, so I stopped using it. But then this year, I had done, I was doing some reading, and soy is one of those ingredients in skincare that a lot of the Korean beauty products use it, and it's great for lightening the skin and getting rid of dark spots, and that's what I've been fighting with for quite some time. So I brought this back into my rotation, and I'm so happy I did. It is the Aveeno Positively Radiant Daily Moisturizer. I like this. Stop focusing over here. I like this SPF 30 version. There is an SPF 15 as well. This stuff wears really well under makeup. It doesn't pill up. It's moisturizing, which it's nice when you can get a nice little double duty, although in the winter I still have to wear a separate moisturizer under this. You generally want to put your sunscreen on top of your moisturizer if you use separate ones, but this is back in rotation. I'm glad it is, and it's number 4 on my list. Number 3 on my list, this is the sunscreen that I wear pretty much daily, although I've switched to the Aveeno, but up until I bought the Aveeno, I was wearing this pretty much daily on days when I was just gonna go like minimally outdoors, walking from my car into my work building, that kind of thing. And it's the Garnier Skin Active Clearly Brighter SPF 30. And this also wears wonderfully well under makeup. It is supposed to help lighten dark spots. And I just found that it's a nice under makeup light type of SPF. Now, if I know that I'm going to be outdoors any longer than just running from my car into the building, I will put on an SPF 50. So number 2 on my list is from Australian Gold. This is the Botanical Sunscreen Face Sunscreen SPF 50. And the key here is I really like it because it's got great SPF. It wears wonderfully under makeup. It's a mineral sunscreen, which, you know, if you need some information about the difference between the chemical sunscreens and the mineral sunscreens, I will link a couple videos that I did a while back down below, back when I had blonde hair. But I like mineral sunscreens. I'm not opposed to either one, clearly, because I use the chemical sunscreens as well, but this one wears really well under makeup. It's really reasonably priced. I get it on Amazon. It's like 12 to 15 bucks most of the time, and very happy with this. But number 1, it's pricey, but it wears so nicely under everything, and it just, I trust it. I feel like I have gone and had full days in the sun where this was my only sunscreen and it worked perfectly. Never got sunburn. Like, I trust it. I like it. It's the Exuviance Sheer Daily Protector. This was my top sunscreen last year in my skincare routine. It remains a favorite of mine. It's SPF 50 and it wears super well under makeup. It's slightly tinted so that you can see where you're applying it, so you know that you're not missing any spots. It's really, really, really lightweight, whereas the Australian Gold is a little bit heavier weight. This just sinks right into the skin, and it's amazing. Worth every penny. We're just gonna kind of go in like reverse order that you'd put this on your face. So next up, let's go into moisturizers. In 5th place, this is my favorite night cream, and in the wintertime, I'll also use it during the daytime. It is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream moisturizer. I am almost out of it. It has lived a wonderful life. This is pretty heavy in terms of the consistency. It's a pretty heavy cream, but it's got great skincare and anti-aging ingredients. It is super at moisturizing. It's pretty much my regular night cream all year round, and then in the winter I need it in the daytime too. In 4th place is the one that's pretty much replacing the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream. It's also by IT Cosmetics. It's kind of a competing product to it, but it's the IT Secret Sauce. And this stuff, I love it. It seems to have a lot of the same claims and a lot of the same ingredients as the Confidence in a Cream, but it is a far more lightweight formula. You can wear it during the day. It'll sink into your skin. You can wear it under makeup. I just find that it's easier to wear this one under makeup during the day, and for that reason I'm using it more, and I think my skin loves it. In 3rd place, I am still working on the sample size of this. It is almost gone, and I will be sad when it is, because this stuff, that's expensive. It is the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Moisturizing Balm, and you know, this stuff gets really good reviews. The criticisms are that it's like overpriced Vaseline. I disagree. So this stuff, the full-size jar is $98. It's $100. Why? I'm probably going to be out of this by the time the springtime VIB Rouge sale happens, and I will have to pick it up. But here's the thing with this stuff, and I talked about this last year on my channel. Occasionally, especially my under eyes, will get so dry that they're red and inflamed and burning and itching, and I have tried every eye cream, every moisturizer, drugstore, high-end, everything you can imagine. The only thing that will clear up when my under eye gets that dry and irritated is this stuff. I've proven it time and time again on my face. This stuff is amazing, and I tried Vaseline just to see if this was all that was. No. Aquaphor gets close, but nothing clears it up as quickly, as easily. 3 days tops. This stuff right here. We have a new entry to my favorites this year in 2nd place. In moisturizers, it is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream from Drunk Elephant. I actually have not had to dig into the full size yet because I'm still working on the small size, but that's what it looks like, and the dispenser is super cool. I'm not gonna do it because I haven't started using this one yet, but you basically push it down on top and then it all comes out the center, and you just whoop, wipe it up so everything inside stays clean. You're not dipping your fingers into it. It's just really clever, and the thing I like about this moisturizer is that it's really a bunch of oils. So if you have super duper dry skin and you don't want to, you want something that's still oils but in a more convenient way to apply it, because I find that if I put oils on my face when I go to bed, a lot of times I wake up and they're all in my pillow, and I think this sinks into the skin a lot better. This stuff is just wonderful, and especially as the weather's been getting drier, my skin is loving this stuff. I still have a little bit left in my trial size. They have a travel size that you can buy at Sephora, and that's what I started out with, and it lasted me a good 2 to 3 months. So try that out if you don't want to commit. These are pretty expensive, but try it out that way, and if you like it, then you wait for the next VIB sale. My number one moisturizer of the year for 2017 is actually an eye cream, also from IT Cosmetics. It is the Bye Bye Under Eye eye cream, and this stuff, let me tell you, has made my under eye area so much more smooth. It is helping to just smooth out this whole outside of my eye. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I think it is also helping to decrease my dark circles, but really the best thing is just, oh, there's flakes of mascara under my eye. The smoothing of the texture around my eyes has been wonderful with this stuff. It sinks into the skin very quickly. I can wear it under makeup with no problems. I love it. Next, we serum. So in 5th place, speaking of oils, this is something that I got in the Sephora Beauty Sleep Kit, and it's the Luna Sleeping Oil by Sunday Riley. Okay, I have to admit, I don't like how this smells. It smells like putting a forest on my face. I go to bed and it's like trees, but it's not like relaxing trees. It's like, I don't know, nasty trees that have been out and rotting, or I don't know. Okay, I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's not that bad. But what I like about this, it's a retinol containing oil, and it's super moisturizing, and when I wake up the next day, my skin really does look kind of renewed, like almost, I don't want to say glowy, but that, lit from within kind of fresh look to it. So I don't know what kind of magic juju's going on in here, but I will buy the full size, and you only need a tiny bit. So I've got probably 8 weeks worth of using this, and I'm only down to here. So I think the full size will last you a very long time as well. In 4th place, I did a whole video on this. I'll link it down below and up there. It is from Juice Beauty. It is the Green Apple Age Defy Serum, and I've only got maybe 3 pumps left of it. It is almost gone. I'm struggling to get what's left in here out. So I am going to buy the full size of this. This is it comes in a kit. You can buy it separately, of course, but I got it in a kit from Sephora where you get about 3 months worth of product of 5 different things in this line, and I think this was the most effective. And the idea here is that it's supposed to be anti-aging, helps to clear dark spots, and helps with texture. I think it did all of those. I did a 6-week test of the whole kit, and I'll link that below. I've got before and after photos, and you really can tell that it did help decrease my dark spots. So I like this stuff. I will be buying the full size. In 3rd place is the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. And when I bought this, I was originally thinking that I wanted it for its brightening properties, again, trying to decrease my dark spots. But to my surprise, in a good way, this stuff is actually really hydrating as well. Like, I feel like I can put this on and it gives my skin a boost. The days that I skip this, accidentally in most cases, I notice a difference even though I wear moisturizer every single day. So I think this has quite a few multitasking purposes in there, and I really, really enjoy it. 2nd place is also from Drunk Elephant. It is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum, and this stuff, of all the things I've tried and have been using, I believe that this is the most responsible for the improvement in the texture of my skin over the past 6 months or so. I, again, started with a travel size you can get on Sephora's website, or I think at Sephora as well, I've seen it. But you don't have to commit to buying this right up front. Get a smaller size, try it out. What I found is, especially on my cheeks, the texture is just phenomenally improved, and my skin feels so soft after I started using this. It's a night serum, and I'm near positive that this is the primary sort of agent that has improved the texture of my skin. So thumbs up on the Drunk Elephant. My number one serum for 2017 is from Peter Thomas Roth. It is the Retinol Fusion PM. Now, I was using the Ordinary's 2% retinoid, and I still do use it mostly on my neck area, but here's the thing with the Ordinary. I love a lot of their products, but they're all separate little things. And so you can customize your skincare regimen, which is great, but at the same time, while I was doing a full-on Ordinary regimen, I had to open like 8 different bottles every, I don't have time for that. So I decided to start looking in and seeing if I could find, combo products that seem to accomplish things in fewer steps. I don't know, is that extra? So it's very first world problems for sure. I found this one. I love the consistency of it. I love, it's this really lightweight formula that almost feels like you're putting a powder on your face. It's liquid, but it sinks in immediately. It's retinol 1.5%. It's also got vitamin C and E, and I love this stuff. And I've been really concentrating on working it on my wrinkles around my mouth, because I do believe it is helping, especially the wrinkles around my eye area. I don't take it all the way up to my eyes, but I do take it along this sort of my high cheekbone and my forehead. And I have really good luck with it. I love the texture, and I love the multiple ingredients. I think they are things I need, and I love it. I love it. Then you got to take it all off. So I've got cleansers, and number 5 is the Kirkland brand. This is Costco's brand. This is their daily facial wipes. All skin types. It's a paraben-free formula. They are fragranced, but I really like the fragrance. They have a very moisturizing sort of formula. They don't dry my skin out at all. I use them as like the first pass to take my foundation off. So they're really inexpensive, and I really like them. I recently went back to them. I had been using them last year, and I like them. 4th place is my favorite drugstore cleanser. This is the Neutrogena Pore Refining Exfoliating Cleanser, and while it is exfoliating, so it does have those little beads in it, I don't know what's going to happen with the changes in the laws of those things, but it's also got alpha and beta hydroxy with a very nice sort of moisture-rich formula. This does not dry my skin out. Anything that's typically marketed as pore reducing usually dries me out. This does not. One of the other reasons why I really like it. On the high end, if you want something that's better than the Neutrogena, this one, you are not going to beat it. It is the Dr. Brandt Pore Dermabrasion. If you guys are into BoxyCharm, you would have gotten this in your BoxyCharm sometime over the year. I had purchased it on my own before BoxyCharm ever sent it to me. I actually bought the Neutrogena in an attempt to find something to replace this when I ran out of my first tube and could not afford to buy it again. And the Neutrogena is good, don't get me wrong. That's why it's on the list. This stuff is so good though. This stuff, I swear, is what makes my nose pores invisible. I used to have very visible. I used to like go earlier in my YouTube, so within the past 2 years, I had pretty big nose pores, and they're basically invisible now, and I credit it to this because the first time they ever disappeared was right after I started using this. So I keep using it because it's awesome. When I ran out of it and switched to the Neutrogena, my pores started becoming visible again, and then I knew I had to go buy this again. So love it, love it. In 2nd place is actually a device. It is my Clarisonic Mia. Oh, my brush is dirty. Don't look, don't look. It's my Mia brush. I think I need to change my brush head. This thing's amazing. I did a video comparing the Olay Pro X spin head brush to the Clarisonic. I will link that up and down. Not that the Olay is bad. It's fine. It has some downsides that I came across on my skin that this works better for me. Keep your eyes open. You can get sales on this thing. I just think it's undeniably great. And I love the foundation brush with this. I actually bought a second Mia. This is the Mia 1. I bought another Mia 1 so that I could keep it with the foundation brush at my vanity. This just exfoliates the skin. It removes the dead cells. That helps to smooth things out. It cleans something like 6 times better than just regular cleanser on its own in terms of getting all the old makeup off your face and out of your pores. I couldn't live without this thing now. I really couldn't. But number 1 in my cleanser category is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water, the Blue Cap one. So this is the waterproof version, and I use this with a cotton pad to remove my eye makeup because of all the cleansers I've tried, oil-based, oil-free, everything I've tried to remove my eye makeup, this is what allows me to do the least amount of tugging on my eyeballs. I also did a video comparing this to an oil-based remover that's in my micellar water video. I will link that down below. And the thing with tugging at your eyes is that you're damaging them and you're causing wrinkles. You might not see them right now, but they're gonna show up. And so I try not to tug or rub at my eyes. And this helps me not to, because I do wear eye makeup pretty much every single day. The last category in skincare is masks, and number 5 is Drunk Elephant, the TLC Sakura Baby Facial. The reason this is down at number 5 and not higher up, because I think it is very, very effective. It's down at number 5 because it's pretty harsh. I still cannot use this more than twice a month because it's a harsh thing. But, you know, my skin will be red for a day or so, and then the next day, my skin is so amazingly smooth. It's like a baby's bottom. But I can't use it very often. It hurts. That's a strong statement. It doesn't hurt, but it's a harsh one. So I love the end result, but you kind of have to suffer for it. Number 4, this is a find I got on Amazon. It's from Enleat. It is the Superface Liquid Assets Detoxifying Platinum Peel Off Mask. This is one of those silver masks you put on your face and then you peel it all off at the end. It's very satisfying to peel off. It is a nice pore refining mask that, again, doesn't dry my skin out, which is pretty amazing. It doesn't hydrate at all, but it doesn't dry me out. And I mean, you just look cool walking around looking like a robot for a while, and then you get to peel it off, and that's very satisfying. I thoroughly enjoy this. It's about $18 on Amazon. In third place from Skin Food, we have the Egg White Pore Mask. You might notice a running theme with all these pore refining masks that the ones I like are the ones that do not dry your skin out, because I already have dry skin. I cannot afford to dry it out anymore. This one's great. It will immediately, even my really tough pores up here around my forehead, they disappear, and that effect will last for a good day or two. Then, of course, they come back. But this stuff, it works really quickly. It's very comfortable. It's non-drying. I like it. In second place, this one was a surprise hit. I can't even believe it's that high on the list, but I can't deny it. It really is. It's from L'Oreal. It's the Pure Clay Mask. They don't put like the names of which one this is. It's the blue one. There's a red one, there's a black one, there's a blue one. Now they have sugar scrubs that have come out. Get the blue mask. This makes my skin so smooth. So smooth. I can't even tell you guys. It's really phenomenal. And it rivals number 1 with one important difference, and I will tell you that in a moment. But this stuff's great. These masks, I actually have the red one and the charcoal one. They're both great. They're a little harsh on my skin because I'm super dry, but this one, love it. My number 1 mask, I have a whole video testing this one out a while back. It is the Charlotte Tilbury Goddess Skin Clay Mask, and this makes my skin amazingly smooth, just like the L'Oreal one, but the biggest difference I find with this one is that it does an amazing job at just brightening my skin. I feel like I am literally glowing, and not in a dewy way, but in just the healthiest glow. My skin just looks so bright and even toned. I love it, and I love it even before putting on makeup. So a lot of times if I have a special occasion, I will do this mask right before I do my makeup. It's not harsh at all. It's really gentle and moisturizing. So you can do it before makeup, even if you have sensitive skin. I don't get blotchy from it. I don't get dry. It's this like Swiss Army knife of masks. It's amazing and it's expensive, but I love it. Now I'm just throwing this one in here as a bonus. This is one of my favorite finds of the year. It's from e.l.f. and I wrote down the name because it's goofy. The Pore Refining Brush Mask Tool. To me, it's just like a paddle. It's one of those like scooper paddles. I use it to scoop the mask out. I use it to put the mask all over my face. I don't really use the brush. I mean, I don't really understand it, why it's there, or what you're supposed to do with it. But this thing is awesome. It's $5. Go get you one. There you have it, my best of 2017 skincare. If you made it this far, congratulations. Give me a thumbs up down below if you would like to see more 2017 best ofs, or if you enjoyed this one and found it helpful. I appreciate it. It helps my channel to grow, and it helps me show up in search results and all that good stuff. And as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making them. Thanks a lot for taking some time out of your day to geek out over makeup with me. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all have an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you tomorrow for more best of 2017s. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.